Hey everybody, back here with the Ranger EV battery pack. After charging up some of the weak modules individually, I put them back in the pack and wired the pack back up and got the charger charging the entire pack. And what I found was those weak cells really were a problem. And the BMS kept stopping the charging process to try to balance the strong cells that had received more charge, trying to lower their voltage to balance out the cells that took a lot of charge with the cells that barely took any charge. And it was kind of a losing proposition. What was going on was the weak cells were self-discharging and losing voltage faster than the BMS could deliberately discharge the strong cells. So the balancing process was actually never going to complete. So what I decided to do was bypass the modules that had the weakest cells in it and run the battery pack with 21 modules instead of 23 modules. So I figured out which modules needed to be bypassed, ran a bunch of wiring, changed the sense wires all around. There was a lot of changes that had to be made to bypass those two modules. And then I started charging the pack again with 23 modules. And what I found again was that there were a few cells that were weak, and those weak cells weren't taking a charge as fast as the rest of the cells. And once the balancing started, the whole process sort of started all over again. So I was basically playing a game of whack-a-mole. Every time I removed the weakest cells and started charging the pack again, another 2 or 3 weak cells would sort of show up. And the BMS would again try to balance the strong cells down to the weak cells. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the pack back together with these 21 modules. Let it charge up and balance the best it can. I got it up to 350 volts. So I'm going to try to get it back to 350 volts and reinstall it in the truck. But I'm moving ahead with my plan to buy an entire set of new cells from Lan at Ranger Electric Trucks LLC down in Eugene. If he hasn't already received the new cells, he should receive them early next week. And I'm hoping sometime after Thanksgiving to be down there. I also got my CAN bus wiring finished up and got the connector mounted on the outside of the pack. So it's going to be really easy to disconnect and connect the CAN bus as either I'm testing this in the garage or when it's mounted in the truck. And I have a connector on the CAN 2 connection of the BMS that I've tucked up inside the wiring harness, so that the next time I have to open up the pack, I have an easy place there to hook up my laptop as well. well, it's been a long evening here. I've got the battery pack back in the Ranger, got it lowered back down, and got the charger hooked back up to it. So I'm going to leave the charger on it tonight, try to top off the pack, get it as close to balance as it can be, and see if I can fire it up in the morning. Stay tuned.